Good morning, good morning. Sorry about yesterday's rant. It's just so frustrating. I'm glad I'm not a nurse or a doctor. I'd be very upset. Okay, so this is my art journal. Now, I'm not good at art journaling, but I'm having fun. Some of this is by Bun stuff that I just put in here as a tribute from her printables. There's a lot of little bit of ideas and things like that in the front pages. Some inspiration, Halloween. This was something I cut out of something, 5 signs, and then I saw a globe, so then I had to print 5 globes, stamp 5 globes. That's by Bun's stuff. This one is mine, and it's not done, but I'm having fun with it. This one is mine, and it's not done, but I'm having fun with it. This one might be done, I don't know. This one is the first one I did, and I love this one. It's just a mishmash of bugs coming at you. There's ideas for more things that are in process. I don't know if that one's done or not. I saw this on something and I was like, okay, that's going in. Anyhow, it's just all that kind of stuff. Things that are halfway done. But then I decided to make, by Bun is a huge, huge inspiration. I'm not into the creepy thing as much as she is, obviously, but I do, oops, I think I forgot to turn on the light, but I do like some of her process and ideas, and she has done a lot of all over, I don't know what you call them, all over prints, so I decided to do an all over bug, and I put it down with jelly gouache, mistake or not mistake, I'm not sure. Then I added colored pencils and some little bit of marker stuff, and it's suitable for me for this page. This spread is done. Then I decided, what if I photocopied it? Took a picture of it and photocopied it to see how I could use it in one of my journals. So that's what I did. I still haven't updated my pic collage. I don't know what happened to my renewal. I don't know. I guess that doesn't automatically renew, maybe. So I can't avoid the seam in the middle here, but it's okay. So then I thought, well, what if I lighten it up a little bit? And I really like that one. That could be a great background. In fact, I might use it today. And what else? It's very hot here. It's very humid here. The bugs are out in force. And I'm going to journal. But I thought I would just show you that. Oh, I also took it into Procreate. And this one shows more of it. I went around the edges a little bit more. But I'm not sure if I like it or not. Anyhow, that's just kind of that thought process. I have a plastic cover over this. And there's a sloth, Budapest, journaling things, Yosemite, and I started this one in June. I have like 7 of these going right now. Yeah. So today, we're back in the bugs. And I'm not sure. Oh, I think I did sort of plan this one out a little bit. I did. No. Yep, I did. Okay, so let's do a little recap of this. There's a couple pages in the beginning that are empty because I wanted to come back at the end and maybe do some, I don't know what you call them, but oh, my mind. Categorizing all the bad guys, the good guys. Kind of like an outline or a preface or something. But these are the bad guys. The Hums, which stands for hiding under Monet. Claude is the leader of the Hums. And these are bugs at the Metropolitan because they took it over and they're stealing art. These are the good guys, the Montes. And the Hums are theoretically French. That's the reason why they hide under Monet. The Montes are theoretically Spanish, and they hide in the armor section of the museum. I think it's called Armor and Arms or something like that. Caleb is their leader. And then we have the second and third in charge of the Hums. Henry, which is a woman, Henrietta, but she is a female bug. And she is in charge of operations and battles and heists. Jules is a major. He is the leader of the soldiers. He trains the soldiers. And historically, his soldiers all become lifelong thieves and are very sneaky. And then this one, I made a mistake here. And I should have had the second and third in charge of the good guys before that other page, but I didn't. So the doll is second lieutenant. He's a male moth who specializes in offense and organizes all officers. And Javier is a fly on the wall in charge of spycraft and reconnaissance. He has trained for years to specialize in these skills and is working on training his replacement, who might or might not be Jose. Then, this one got put in upside down on accident. We had, the story starts to form now after the introduction of all the characters. The Hums are led by Claude and are up to something. There has been lots of soldiers on the move. Caleb noticed a regiment gathered around the Astro Lab, which is a old timepiece. I'm trying to keep the artwork in the museum in the pages too. So that's kind of what those all represent. And oops. Then the next day, the Monty army led by Caleb has decided to call all to meet and to plan on a plan against whatever the Hums are planning. Plan. They meet at the Egyptian woman, her, and some that are not at her statue are at this statue. I kind of like that one. Then Nadal appoints a regiment of soldiers to spy on the Hums. Gather before Terrace of Saint Adresse, that Monet painting. And I don't know if I said it wrong or right, so sorry. The regiment is led by Javier, the fly on the wall. And here's all his little soldiers, small flies. Then they overhear, Javier and his regiment overhear, steal at midnight. But what and how is still to be determined. The regiment go back to the mummy portrait, and Izo Bazatsu seated on a lotus pedestal to plan on the what and how. Then the Hums at a meeting held next to a Chinese scroll, which is this. They agree to steal a Monet masterpiece. They plan on stealing the original and replacing it with a fake. They are going to carry the original out at trash time, thus the trash can. And then yesterday's was this, where Jose, the forger, hides a tracking device in the fake Monet. Or did he hide it in the Monet? So I went through my Monet stickers and overloaded them. And there's other art possibilities here too. And Monet has a paintbrush. So that brings us to today. And I tore out pages of this book in the beginning because I thought it was going to be too fat. I needed them. So that's the putting of these others back in. Now let's see if we can. I kind of want the black showing, which I haven't outlined it in a while. This is a Dilutions journal that had black. That's all black craft paper, but the Dilutions journals are super thick. And I thought, well, in order to eliminate some of that thickness, I will, because they're meant for mixed media of all kinds of stuff. I would thin it out a little bit and remove some pages. Well, that's what I get for thinking, because that was a mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Wow, you can even see like some of my thick paint. I just photographed it with my phone. Nothing fancy. And then lightened it up in Procreate a little bit with just one of the filters. So, I wonder, I'm trying to avoid this stupid thing. But do I want to put it on the inside just a little bit and leave some of the, I do, some of the black showing. Okay. All right, I think I'm going to go fast forward because I don't know what I'm going to do. And it might take me a while. So we'll go fast forward now. Yes, I am going to use this paper. I am going to reference the storyline, of course. Pretty much cover up the tape in the middle, luckily. And proceed to the next day. I sort of have a story in my head and planned out in that little composition notebook. Very, 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 very outline only. And every day I'm trying to incorporate 2 pieces of art and continue the plot a little bit. Sometimes I'm better at it than others. But it is serving its purpose for me. I am getting to journal in a book today, play with paper, learn more about the dates and paintings at the Metropolitan, and play with a little story. And that is my only goals. Sorry, my sister's texting me and my friend, who is on the east side of Sacramento, between Tahoe and Sacramento, and they left this morning to go down back to our hometown, Novato, in the Bay Area, San Francisco Bay Area, because the smoke is so bad. She can barely see her across the street neighbors' trees in their backyard. There's another big fire right there, and I don't think it's under control, and it's in El Dorado County, closer to Tahoe, but the wind is blowing it all in her direction today, and her mom is 96, 97. And nobody, and she has allergies. My friend has allergies, and her kids do too. There's no point in her staying in that smoke all day. She said you can smell it in the house. She said it's everywhere. It's thick. And she sent me some pictures. It was thick for sure. You can't see the trees hardly across the street. So they are headed out. They're not in danger of the fire. They're just in danger of all the smoke. So the story for today. So if you hear my phone go off, that's why. The story of today is the Montes, which are the good guys, gather at trash cans mostly by the Degas area and a smaller group by the Massachusetts bedroom. And that bedroom is dated from 1818, and the Degas are from 1871. And this is just fun times playing with paper. That's all it is. And I got a very nice note from the lady that runs the rec center on thanking me for the introduction of art journaling into her life and taking my time to play in this class with people and recommend and advise and things like that. Not teaching, but just it was really a nice letter, and it kind of brought me to tears. But if you can inspire one person, it's so much fun. So I'm just highlighting these pictures with pens and trying to make them stand out. Today's work was all done by the background paper, which is my painting that I've been working on for the last week and a half, and spent a lot of time yesterday with colored pencils doing a lot of shading and things. And I love that my bugs are in the background of all of this. Don't know why I'm so attached to these darn bugs, but I am. And I'm going to end with some little white dots around the edge on the black sections. And then watching the news, the hurricane going into New Orleans that's supposed to land tomorrow is the anniversary of Hurricane Katrina, which was devastating. It's a bigger hurricane. So Mother Nature, woo! Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.